If you're over 60 and you believe walking is the best exercise you can do, this might be difficult to hear, but it's something you need to know. Because every single day, in hospitals, in clinics, in operating rooms, doctors are seeing the same pattern again and again. People who walked every day, people who did everything they were told, still ending up with damaged knees, weak muscles, and slowly losing their independence. And the most surprising part, many of them thought they were doing everything right. They walked every morning, they stayed active, they followed the advice they trusted for years. But something was missing, something important. So the question is not, is walking good? Because yes, walking is good. The real question is walking enough for the body you have now? Because after a certain age, your body doesn't just need movement, it needs the right kind of movement. Movement that protects your joints, builds your strength, and keeps you stable when it matters most. And today, you're going to discover what most people never hear until it's too late.
For decades, we've all been told the same thing. Just walk more. Walk every day. Hit your step count. Stay active. Stay healthy. And on the surface, it makes sense. Walking feels natural. It feels safe. It feels like enough. But here's the part that most people never question. What if walking is only solving part of the problem? Because walking does help. It improves circulation. It supports your heart. It keeps your body moving. But after 60, your body is no longer fighting the same battle. It's not just about staying active anymore. Now it's about preventing decline. And walking doesn't fully do that. It doesn't rebuild lost muscle. It doesn't train your balance under pressure. It doesn't strengthen the muscles that catch you when you fall. And that's where the risk begins. Because many people believe, if I walk every day, I'm protected. But what they don't see is what's happening underneath. Slowly, quietly, their strength is decreasing, their stability is weakening, their reaction time is slowing down. And walking alone doesn't stop that. Think about it this way. Walking is repetitive. Same motion, same muscles, same pattern every day. Your body adapts quickly and then stops improving. It becomes maintenance, not progress. And after a certain point, maintenance is not enough. Because aging doesn't pause. It continues. Every day, you either maintain or you decline. And without the right kind of challenge, decline slowly wins. This is why so many people feel confused. They say, I walk every day, so why do I feel weaker? I stay active, so why is my balance worse? I do everything right, so why is my body changing? The answer is simple, but rarely explained. Movement alone is not enough. You need targeted movement, movement that forces your body to adapt, to rebuild, to stay strong under pressure. And that's exactly what the next part is about. Because once you understand what your body actually needs after 60, everything changes.
There's something most people never notice. Because it doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. After 60, your body begins to change in ways that walking alone cannot stop. Muscle starts to fade. Not dramatically, not overnight, but little by little each year. This process has a name: muscle loss. And by the time many people reach their 70s, they've already lost a significant portion of the strength they once had. At the same time, your bones become less dense, your joints less stable, and your balance less reliable. This is where the real danger begins. Not in the gym, not during exercise, but in everyday life. Standing up from a chair, stepping off a curb, turning too quickly, or missing just one step. That's all it takes. One moment, one small loss of balance, and suddenly, everything changes. Because falls are not just accidents. They are often the result of something deeper, a body that is no longer prepared to react. And here's the part most people don't realize. Walking does not train your body for those moments. It doesn't train you to catch yourself. It doesn't train you to stabilize quickly. It doesn't prepare your muscles to respond under pressure. So even if you walk every single day, your body may still be unprepared for the moment it matters most. This is why so many active people who stay moving, still experience falls, injuries, and loss of independence. Because activity alone is not protection. What your body truly needs now is something more specific. It needs strength, not just movement. It needs balance, not just steps. It needs coordination, not just repetition. Because after 60, your body is no longer just trying to move. It's trying to stay capable. And the difference between those two is everything. The good news? This decline is not permanent. It's not inevitable. And in many cases, it can be reversed. But only if you train your body the right way. And that's exactly what we're about to do next. Because these next movements are not just exercises. They are the missing pieces your body has been waiting for.
Now, this is where everything begins to change. Because once you understand what your body actually needs, the solution becomes simple. Not easy, but simple. These are not random exercises. They are targeted movements designed to rebuild what aging slowly takes away. And we'll start with number 5. Exercise number 5, wall push-ups. At first, this may seem too easy, just a wall and your body. But don't underestimate it, because this movement trains something most people completely ignore, your upper body strength. Think about it. When you trip, when you lose balance, what's the first thing you use to protect yourself? Your arms. But if those muscles are weak, your ability to catch yourself disappears. Wall push-ups solve that. They strengthen your chest, your shoulders, your arms, and most importantly, the muscles that stabilize your entire body. Slowly lean into the wall, control the movement, and push yourself back. Simple, safe, but powerful. Exercise number 4, chair squats. Now this one might be the most important movement in your daily life, because every single day you sit and you stand, and over time, that simple movement becomes harder, not because of age alone, but because the muscles that support it are getting weaker. Chair squats rebuild that strength. Sit down slowly, stand up with control, no momentum, no rushing. This trains your legs, your hips, your stability, and more importantly, it protects your independence. Because the day you struggle to stand is the day everything changes. Exercise number 3, single leg stand. Now this one may surprise you because it looks almost too simple. Stand on one leg, just one. At first, it might feel unstable, even uncomfortable. That's the point, because balance is not something you keep automatically. It's something you train. And this single movement activates your entire stability system. Your muscles, your joints, your brain, all working together to keep you upright. Start with just a few seconds. Hold on to something if needed, then slowly improve, because this is what prevents falls. Exercise number 2, resistance band rows. Look around and you'll notice a pattern. Many people as they age begin to lean forward. Shoulders drop, posture collapses, movement becomes smaller. This is not just appearance. It affects everything. Your breathing, your balance, your confidence. Resistance band rows reverse that. Pull back, open your chest, bring your shoulders into alignment. This strengthens your back, the muscles that hold you upright, the muscles that fight gravity every day. And when your posture improves, your entire body feels stronger. First, Tai Chi, the game changer. And now, the one that changes everything. Not fast, not intense, not exhausting, but incredibly powerful. Tai Chi. Slow, flowing movement. Controlled, intentional motion. This is not just exercise. It is coordination, balance, and brain training combined. Every movement requires focus. Every shift requires control. And something remarkable happens. Your body begins to move differently. More stable, more aware, more connected. This is why people who practice it regularly often move with more confidence, even in their later years, because it trains something deeper than muscle. It trains how your body responds, and that is what keeps you safe. Now, when you bring these movements together, something powerful happens. You're no longer just staying active, you're rebuilding your body. And that leads us to the most important truth of all. At this point, you might be wondering, does this mean walking is bad? No. Walking is not the problem, but relying on walking alone is where the problem begins. Because your body needs more than movement. It needs preparation. Preparation for instability, preparation for weakness, preparation for the unexpected moments that test your strength. And those moments don't happen when everything is easy. They happen when something goes wrong. A missed step, a sudden turn, a loss of balance. And in that moment, your body doesn't rely on how far you walked. It relies on how well you are trained. Your strength, your balance, your coordination. That's what determines whether you stay standing or fall. This is the difference between simply being active and being capable. Because aging is not just about time passing, it's about adaptation. Every day, your body is either adapting to become stronger or slowly adjusting to become weaker. There is no pause, no neutral, only direction. And the good news is this: it is not too late. It is never too late. The body responds at any age. With the right movements, the right consistency, the right intention, you can rebuild strength. You can improve balance. You can regain confidence in your own body. Not by doing more, but by doing what matters. And these movements, these simple, targeted exercises, they are not just routines. They are tools. Tools to protect your independence. Tools to extend your mobility. Tools to help you move through life with strength and confidence. And that leads us to the most important decision. Not whether you exercise, but how you choose to train your body from this moment forward. You don't need to do everything at once. Start small. One movement, one habit. Because real change doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing what works. And over time, those small changes become something powerful. Strength, stability, confidence, not just for today,
but for the years ahead. If this opened your eyes, take a moment and ask yourself one simple question. Am I training or just moving? And when you're ready, start building the version of your body that will carry you forward. If you found this helpful, leave a comment below and share your experience. And remember, your future health is built by what you do today. Thanks for watching.